Mayfield hails from Lake Travis High School in Austin, Texas, where he led the Cavaliers to a state title his junior year. That season, the team went undefeated, and Mayfield threw for 45 touchdowns with only 5 interceptions. As expected, Division I scholarship offers started coming in. And then they stopped.
He did all the right things. I mean, he has all the intangibles. Everybody loves him. He's never had a bad day. I don't care what's going on. He's got a smile on his face. You know, his teammates feed off of that. He has a great attitude all the time. Even if he didn't play well or made a bad throw, he doesn't pout, he doesn't sulk, and he never did that.
But he was also playing baseball. I think that played into it. But he just thought he should have been somewhere by the time that the middle of his junior year rolled around, and he just wasn't getting the offers at the places that he wanted. And so then he decided he had his heart set on TCU.
You know, obviously Baker was holding out. He wanted an offer, wanted a scholarship, and so TCU didn't offer. They offered a different kid from another high school here in Central Texas.
It's frustrating and a beat-up process to see what some of the competition was getting. You know, so we got through it.
Lake Travis struggled a bit during Mayfield's senior season, posting a 9-2 record, and once his dream school, TCU, opted for another quarterback, Mayfield was suddenly left without many options.
So then, when we saw that the TCU thing wasn't going to happen earlier than Baker realized it, there were a couple other options, and they weren't good options, but Baker at that point was just so frustrated. He was going to take one of them.
It was terrible. And Gene and I, well, we threw out the subject of if we didn't get the offer and threw it to Baker, if we didn't get the offer, let's think walk on.
Someone take me home.
Mayfield chose to walk on at Texas Tech, where his former high school teammate Michael Brewer was the starting quarterback.
We were fired up the day he came. We put on a big presentation for him, rolled out the red carpet for him. He meant that much to us, and fortunately for us, you know, he chose to walk on, and he's kind of writing his own story now.
We were excited. We knew we got a steal. We had recruited him at other schools, a couple of the coaches here, and were shocked, really, that he didn't have a scholarship. And so we talked to him, told him our situation and our vision for him, and luckily, you know, he showed up and fell into our lap.
Brewer is another one of our kids that's already there, and he's kind of the incumbent. He's going to be the guy. You know, will he ever get a chance? And that was what we were fearful of. And
a few months later, Brewer injured his back, and Tech was left with 2 true freshman quarterbacks.
You know, Baker goes in and just, you know, kicks butt.
After beating out fellow freshman quarterback Davis Webb, Mayfield started the first 5 games for the Red Raiders. And although a knee injury kept him out against Iowa State, he has amassed almost 1,500 yards and 8 touchdowns in a season where he was not expecting to play at all.
I mean, we didn't think he was going to be playing this year.
He relishes the moment.
On August 30th, just 7 weeks after arriving on campus, Baker Mayfield became the first true freshman walk-on quarterback in history to start a season opener at a BCS conference school. That day, he threw for 413 yards and 4 touchdowns while running for another. Texas Tech beat SMU 41-23.
When you watch it and you know those certain things, but you see it happening, it really is surreal. I mean, we've had to step back and pinch ourselves like, this is really happening.